In mobile technology, it's the same thing over and over. New device comes out, new device gets reviewed, new device gets forgotten. Almost no one follows up, no one follows along, no one sticks around to see how well a gadget ages over time, because there's always something new to drool over.
So let's do something about it. Let's have a look at a device after a few months after release and when it's not shiny and new anymore. I'm Jaime Rivera with Pocketnow. This is the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge, and this is episode 42 of After the Buzz, brought to you by AUKEY. Out of the two phones that I carry every day, one is usually a phablet, and those of you that follow me know that I've drifted to the Galaxy Note lineup for the last 3 generations. Phablets are the most uncomfortable phones to carry around, so if you're going to put up with the added size and heft, I've always felt that there should be an added value behind that. And Samsung is still the only company that not only created the category, but is also giving you more for your money when it comes to the added screen real estate. And when choosing between the Note 4 and the Note Edge, I clearly decided to give in to Samsung's experimentation one more time. Now, let's face it, folks, you don't really buy a Galaxy Note because you want to carry a bigger phone around, since there are a ton of other phablet options in the market that will cost you a lot less. And this statement is pretty much true even more with the Galaxy Note Edge. If you're willing to put down $400 plus a 2-year contract for this particular AT&T unit, you expect to get more for your money, and after using this device for almost a month, let's just say that I almost feel happy. See, on the positive front, this phone is definitely a head-turner. It's always cool to be that guy in the store with a phone that people have never seen and want to hold, and the combination of this beautiful Quad HD Super AMOLED display matched with the Edge are definitely things that scream, "Look at me" from a distance. The Edge isn't just about giving you a curved Android experience, because that would completely defeat the purpose. In a way, we could say that this is a display in itself, designed to enhance your multitask capabilities, and so far it's proven to be quite useful for me. I love being able to have my favorite shortcuts available to me from any screen and saving me the need to move to the home screen every now and then. And you can enhance the Edge with a quick tools bar, sports scores, calendar appointments, and many other services of your choosing, and it's even cooler that the Edge adapts to almost every application you use, like for example using the S Pen or playing music as well. Now, obviously not everything is perfect, and in the case of the Edge, I have my fair share of photos that I didn't really want to take. It's really hard for you to hold the phone and not touch the Edge undeliberately. So I would suggest that you watch Michael Fisher's full video of everything the Edge can do, mainly because the list is extremely long. And After the Buzz is mainly about judging a phone for how it's aged, and in that sense, it's fair to say that all my negative experiences with the Note Edge are actually based on that. For starters, we really don't understand why Samsung gave the Galaxy Note 4 fancy or chamfered edges and hardware keys when compared to the Galaxy Note Edge. But even worse is the fact that these chamfers look terrible after a few months of use. This phone has been used by Michael Fisher and Adam Dowd before it was sent to me, so it's not like if it's been sitting in a drawer since we unboxed it. Now, the cool thing is that Samsung did choose to keep the natural aluminum color in these chamfers, so if you've got a 1500 grit sheet of sandpaper handy, I suggest you polish it with care and not too often, since you're literally stripping aluminum away from the surface every time you do, but this is really a cool way to make the phone look like new again, at least in the chamfers. Now, if you're watching this video to help you decide if you want to buy a Galaxy Note Edge, I highly suggest you choose the white variant, since smudges are very apparent on the faux leather back, the display, and even the scratches on the home key are hard to hide on this black unit here. The software would be the second example of aging done wrong. I'll spare you my complaints about TouchWiz, since you really can't enjoy the benefits of a Galaxy Note Edge without it. Samsung did its fair share of customizations in order to help you take advantage of the Edge, and even though most of these are very welcome, they all come at the expense of very slow software updates. The Note Edge is still running Android 4.4.4 KitKat at a time when its fraternal twin, the Note 4, is already running Lollipop. And while many of you might not find this to be a deal breaker, the problem is that this phone in particular is really desperate for a software update. Michael didn't have many software complaints in his review, but months of use have clearly made this phone slow and buggy. This doesn't happen all the time, up to the point where I really haven't been able to replicate what slows this phone down to a crawl, but whenever it does, I've even been forced to remove the battery and restart the device. Other things like the camera can take forever to launch almost every single time from the lock screen, and using the fingerprint scanner is hit or miss all the time. The Edge is another thing that hasn't really aged well, since not much has been added to the Galaxy store since we reviewed it last fall. Now, to be fair, not everything is bad, and the highest point for me when it comes to this phone is its camera. My experience with cameras on Android phones has always been terrible, but my god, Samsung's 16-megapixel shooter is hands down one of the best smartphone cameras that I've ever used. The company still bundles a couple of shooting modes, but trust me, you really won't need them. The camera's auto mode is not only smart, but very quick to adapt to even the toughest lighting conditions. For example, you can focus directly at the sun, and the software will immediately detect it, alert you of its presence, and adapt the shot accordingly. I could do without the aggressiveness of the focus, but the resulting photos beat the pants off every smartphone camera that I've ever used, even the Lumia 930 for example. You've got great color saturation, great detail, and amazing low-light performance as well. I also love how the camera can slowly refocus while shooting a video, mimicking a real camera, and not bringing that jerkiness that's very common with smartphone cameras. In the rest of my overall experience, this is a Galaxy Note in every way. Good battery life that will last you through a day of heavy use, great data speeds with support for more antennas than the average smartphone, and a decent phone call experience through the earpiece as well. The speaker did improve substantially when compared to the old Note 3, but placing it at the back again wasn't really the smartest move. Oddly, even with the eventual software stutters in the UI, you really won't be disappointed with using this phone for gaming. The device handles every single game I threw at it with ease, and never did I perceive heating from the Snapdragon 805 powering it. And yes, you do have an S Pen here guys, but I found it to be the exact same experience as the old Note 3, just with the added benefits of the Edge, which is not really saying much. This continues to be something nice to have, but you probably won't use it much. And that statement pretty much narrows it down for the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge after the buzz. This is the ultimate Samsung smartphone that packs absolutely everything the company's R&D department could throw at it. Many of these features are definitely nice to have, but the fact of the matter is you probably won't use them much. Still, you don't buy this phone to fit in. This is a phone for geeks like me looking to stand out from the crowd, and if that's your thing, then this is the phone for you. Once Lollipop kicks in an undisclosed feature, that is. Folks, this episode of After the Buzz was brought to you by AUKEY, the company famous for great computer peripherals, mobile power banks, wireless chargers, and Bluetooth speakers like the AUKEY Muse shown here. Every product was designed by passionate gadget lovers who live and breathe technology. With a comprehensive, worry-free guarantee, customers spend less time worrying and more time enjoying cutting-edge technology. So why make your digital life hard? Make it smart with AUKEY. There are also 41 more episodes of this After the Buzz series, so make sure you follow us on social media. Subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and you can follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you on the next video.